That penguin isn't lost, he's you, when you don't fit in. Have you ever seen someone walk away from everything? Not because they were loud. Not because they wanted attention. Not because they were trying to prove a point. They just left. No announcement. No goodbye. No explanation. Just one step, and then another. There's a real clip from a documentary, Encounters at the End of the World, where a penguin does exactly that. It's Antarctica. A frozen world where survival is not a motivational quote, it's a daily war. Thousands of penguins live together. They move together. They eat together. They follow the same route, because that route keeps them alive. The ocean is where the food is. The ocean is where the future is. But then, the camera catches one penguin. One. He stops. He looks around like he's hearing something no one else can hear. And while the whole colony heads toward the sea, this penguin turns the other way. And he starts walking toward the mountains. Not toward food. Not toward safety. Not toward the group. Toward the coldest, emptiest direction possible. And the craziest part? He doesn't hesitate. He walks like he has a mission. Like he knows something. Like he's tired of being where everyone else is. And when I saw that penguin, I didn't laugh. I felt something heavy in my chest. Because that penguin is you. Not the version of you that posts, "I'm fine," on your story. Not the version of you that smiles in college. Not the version of you that jokes around in the group chat. I mean the real you. The quiet you. The you at 2:47 a.m., staring at the ceiling, asking questions you never say out loud. What am I doing with my life? Why do I feel behind? Why does everything feel fake? Why do I feel alone even when I'm surrounded? Gen Z and millennials, we grew up with the universe in our pockets. We can learn anything, watch anything, become anything. But still, we feel lost. Because the problem isn't information. The problem is direction. And direction is the one thing nobody can download. That penguin walking to the mountains. It's not just a random animal clip. It's a symbol. A symbol of what it looks like when something inside you breaks away from the script. From expectations. From society. From what you're supposed to do. Because everyone tells you. Go to college. Get a job. Make money. Be productive. Be normal. Be realistic. And you try. You really try. But sometimes, you wake up and you feel like you're living somebody else's life. And you don't even know when it happened. You're moving, but you're not alive. You're existing, but you're not becoming. And that's when the inner penguin wakes up. That part of you that doesn't want comfort anymore. It wants truth. It wants meaning. It wants a reason to wake up that isn't just, "I have to." So you start walking. Not physically always. Sometimes you walk by quitting something. Sometimes you walk by ending a friendship. Sometimes you walk by choosing loneliness over fake company. Sometimes you walk by saying no to the path everyone claps for. But listen carefully. Not every path away from the crowd is a path toward purpose. Some people walk away because they're brave. And some people walk away because they're broken. And it's important you know the difference. Because the mountains can mean two things. The mountains can mean freedom. Or the mountains can mean self-destruction. And this is where the lesson hits hard. Lesson 1, don't romanticize being lost. Social media loves the lone wolf story. The misunderstood genius. The person who disappears and comes back unstoppable. But real loneliness doesn't look aesthetic. It looks like eating alone and pretending you're okay. It looks like nobody checking on you. It looks like your dreams becoming heavy instead of exciting. So here's the truth. If you're walking alone, make sure you're not walk. Lesson number 2. Not everyone who follows the crowd is weak. Some people follow the colony because they understand something. Survival matters. Stability matters. Food matters. A job matters. Mental peace matters. So don't judge people who take the normal route. Not everyone is meant to be a rebel. Not everyone needs to escape society. Some people are building a calm life, and that's not failure. That's wisdom. Brain lesson number 3. But if you feel different, don't ignore it. That penguin didn't walk to the mountains because he was trying to impress anyone. He walked because something inside him didn't fit anymore. And if you feel that too, if you feel like you're outgrowing your environment, don't silence that feeling. Because sometimes your discomfort is not a problem. It's a signal. A signal that you are meant for a different life. But listen, different doesn't always mean better. Different means harder first. Different means misunderstood. Different means you'll have nights where you question yourself. And that's why you need this. Lesson number 4. If you're going to walk alone, walk with awareness. Don't just run from things. Walk towards something. Toward a skill. Toward a goal. Toward discipline. Toward learning. Toward growth. Because some people say, I'm different. But their life has no plan. They're not different. They're just drifting. So ask yourself, am I walking toward my purpose, or away from responsibility? That one question can save your future. Lesson number 5. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards proof. Gen Z and millennials have dreams bigger than our bank accounts. We have talent we haven't used. Ideas we haven't started. Plans we keep delaying. And we think, one day I'll become that version of me. But the truth is, that version of you only exists after you suffer for it. After you show up when you don't feel like it. After you study when nobody is watching. After you work when it's boring. After you fail and still continue. That penguin didn't teleport to the mountains. He walked. Step by step. No music. No applause. No motivational speaker. Just movement. That's how real transformation happens. Not in one big moment, but in small, repeated decisions. Now, let's talk about what to do when you feel like that penguin. White heavy check mark what to do. 1. Build your inner compass. Your compass is your habits. Sleep, exercise, learning, discipline. When life feels confusing, routines become your anchor. 2. Choose a direction and commit for 90 days. Not forever. Not the rest of my life. Just 90 days. Give your dream a real chance before you quit. 3. Keep one honest person in your life. One friend. One mentor. One sibling. Someone who can tell you the truth when you're spiraling. 4. Let your pain teach you, not define you. Being lost doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're searching. Cross mark what not to do. 1. Don't disappear to prove a point. Healing is not ghosting the world. You don't need to suffer in silence to be strong. 2. Don't confuse sadness with depth. Some people stay miserable because it feels poetic. But peace is also powerful. 3. Don't make big decisions when you're mentally exhausted. Rest first. Then decide. 4. Don't compare your timeline to someone else's highlight reel. You're not behind. You're just building in a different season. And here's the final part. That penguin walking toward the mountains. We don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got lost. Maybe he didn't make it. Maybe nature took him. But the reason he went viral is not because he succeeded. It's because he was honest. He was honest about not belonging. And you need to hear this. Sometimes you will feel like the only one walking your path. Sometimes you'll feel stupid. Sometimes you'll feel like you're wasting time. Sometimes you'll want to turn back. But don't panic. Because being alone doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means your life is asking you a bigger question. Are you strong enough to become who you said you want to be? Not in your head. Not in your notes app. Not in your motivational playlist. In real life. So if you're watching this and you feel like that penguin, if you feel like you don't fit in, if you feel like your life is pulling you in a direction nobody understands, take a breath. And take the next step. Not the perfect step. The next step. And remember, the colony will always exist. The crowd will always have opinions. But your life, your one life, belongs to you. So walk. Even if it's quiet. Even if it's cold. Even if it's lonely. Walk with intention. Walk with discipline. Walk with hope. And maybe one day, you won't just be the penguin who walked away. You'll be the one who found a world nobody else had the courage to reach.